So with Brino, you
Sure.
basically have 20 years in this scene.
20 odd
Ngokubuka
years.
kwakho, are things better or are they worse?
Hey, I won't say things are worse, but you know, there's this overwhelming stuff that is now brewing. I mean, when you compare house music or the entertainment industry within the underground, there was no politics. Even if there were politics, but they were not publicized.
Okay.
But now, in this case, you've got social media which gives everyone a platform to say whatever,
Yeah.
whenever, and however.
Yeah.
And now, obviously, when you say something on social media, you are inviting a lot of vibration.
Yes.
You are inviting a lot of comments. You are inviting a lot of attacks. You are inviting a lot of politics
Yes.
about music.
Yes.
So obviously, now things have changed. I won't say it's worse. No, it's not worse. We have created a lot of dialogue.
Okay.
And I said, when we're talking about music,
Okay.
I mean, you get guys who will attack on certain international DJ because he's playing 1, 2, 3. Get guys who are expressing their own feelings about a certain subgenre. You get a lot of guys who will talk about music politics in general.
Yeah.
And some, they can be, you know, abusive, they can be, you know, hateful, they can be, hey, you know, aggressive and stuff. But yeah, things have gone, you know, a bit, I won't say worse, man. I'm looking for a right word. But anyway, it's...
Are you saying the focus is no longer on music?
Not per se. Yes, the focus is more into music, because when we talk about music, it's things like the music politics and stuff. But now, a lot of guys have forgotten about pushing this thing called art.
Okay.
You understand? When you portray something, you portray it through music.
Yeah.
When you portray, as a DJ, so when you portray music, you need to invite people into your own space and say, guys, this is me. This is what I'm about. But now, if you're getting a lot of negative comments, now you are creating something that is bad.
Yeah.
So, of which now, it has changed drastically. Why? Because of then, music was all about, we're here to dance, and then from there we forget about everything. Then we go to our own spaces, safe and sound, without hearing somebody on social media talking about so-and-so, Brino did 1, 2, 3. I mean, these days, I mean, if you go to Facebook, yeah, you sleep now, when you wake up tomorrow morning, you will see things that are very bad within the musical space. So yeah.
Uyavuka bathi Brino washaya.
Yeah, ukuthi Brino shaying hash. I mean, yes, I mean, hash. I mean, guys, Black Coffee play will shy hash. It's not like Black Coffee will shy hash. You understand?
Sure.
But why do we focus on that? Let's focus on the guy. I mean, it's not like it has to be obvious.
Yeah.
But there will be mistakes here and there. I mean, that, you know, hence I'm saying the reason why I prefer analog, it's because of analog, you do a lot of mistakes.
Sure.
But you need to cover them.
Sure.
Unlike in digital. Digital is like, it's a computer, it's doing everything for yourself. You've got a display there, it shows, okay, at what BPM you're playing, okay, fine, now the song is on this much into finishing.
Yeah.
With digital, with analog, you're using mostly your mind. Yeah, you need to be intellect. The song now is about to finish.
Yeah.
Okay, fine, let me put this one. Obviously, once you push the jog, hey, yeah, there will be that horse riding. Then as soon as we bamba kancane, let me just grip it a bit. You see, so it's things like those, but they don't need to be too obvious. But As long as you know how to cover them and how to recover from that horse riding thing, that's actually what you need to do. Understand? As a DJ, I mean, a DJ is it's not 100% perfect person.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's just a human being, just like us. It's got ears, it's got mind.
Yes.
Understand? But now, why should we now judge such a person with that mistake? Which it's part of music politics here today.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not like back then, where you don't care. Okay, Brino played a song, then he pushed the jog, then all of a sudden, hey, we just had, that beat matching losing. No, it was all about, yes, Brino played something, but anyway, it's fine, let's move on, let's dance. Yeah, it's that.
So, why do you think the existence of ama record namanje is important?
I mean, in South Africa, when there was that transition of analog to digital,
Yeah.
a lot of legends, they stopped everything. And when I say everything, I mean the exporting of records.
Yeah.
They closed shops.
Yeah.
They stopped playing on record.
Yeah.
They stopped collecting. And obviously, because they are the influencers of the industry. Because now we see so-and-so is now playing on digital, and I mean, this thing is so simple. Okay, all right. No. And, obviously, record comes with a lot of expenses.
Yeah.
Now, this thing called vinyl, somehow it's sort of faded. Only a few remained. And when I say only a few remained, and I'm talking about guys who are underground, who kept shut, who kept at a minimum.
Yeah.
And they decided, okay, fine, we'll continue doing collecting records. It's fine. Let digital do its own thing.
Yeah.
But we'll continue. But now with the legends, I mean, they are the influencers of the industry.
Yeah.
They are the ones, I would say, they kill the vibe of vinyl.
Yeah.
And obviously, to them, DJing is a career.
Yeah.
And we cannot shy away from it that, okay, fine, it's not wrong for them to stop.
Yeah.
But at least they should have given this thing called vinyl a continuation.
Yeah.
To say, guys, no, let's still go on. Even if we are playing on digital, but let's go on.
Yeah.
You understand? Let's give the young kids who are still collecting, who are still aspiring to collect, the platform to showcase their vinyl.
Yeah.
You understand? And another thing, we needed to find ways of continuing with this format.
Yeah.
We needed to have sort of like, what do they call them?
Like workshops?
Workshops, thank you.
Yeah.
The workshops. We needed to find those that will say, okay, guys, let's invite each other here. We've got now these two formats sitting around. And this one is now starting to take over.
Yeah.
And now this one is getting overshadowed. Now, how do we now interlink these two to be one?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Where do we go? Let's go to clubs. What do we do? Let's put on full gear. Turntable, CDJs, mixer. We're done.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you go to a club, let it be a mandate that says, we don't allow digital only. We still allow this baby.
Yeah.
You understand? Let's do that. Let's synchronize everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we were actually, they were supposed to do that.
Yeah.
But now they decided, let's just shut this one.
Yeah, it makes sense because in the labels are about Pambi.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And obviously, when you see so-and-so is on digital, I mean, what the heck? Let me just leave turntables.
Yeah.
Let me go on this. And I mean, it's easy. Just download a song, you play it, bam, everyone is happy.
Manje benichaja kanjani? Because
Hey.
like I've been to sites like Juno download. Meeting a track, meeting a beginning of May 1. It means a song.
Yeah.
So benichaja kanjani?
You know, if finally it's something that is exclusive.
Yeah.
Hence, I said to you, you know, when you are looking at your collection, you feel proud. A lot of people won't understand why when we rave about vinyl this, vinyl that. It's because of this thing is something that is exclusive. It's expensive, number one. It's like you're driving a Ferrari. You want to be
What a
touched.
Brino.
You understand? Yes, I mean, if let's say you're buying a single record for $500, I mean, yeah, no. Yeah, and you know what's nice about vinyl back then? You know, because when we were going to, you know, different record shops,
Yeah.
obviously they will stock maybe limited stock.
Okay.
Let's say maybe 20 records
Yeah.
nationwide.
Yeah.
Once you get hold of that record, you are the king of the palace. And you cannot wait to rock that song at a party. The minute you play that song. I mean, I remember when I played, what's the song by Mike Dunn, In Memory of a Friend. That song, yo.
Oh, Brino.
When I played that song, because I got it on Wednesday,
Yeah.
I had a kick on the Saturday. When I played that song, everyone was on some, Brino, hey, what's going on? Hey, guys. Hey, guys, if it's Saifuna le ngoma le. And yeah, people will wait for the next order. And probably that next shipping order will come in 2 weeks' time. By the time that 2 weeks come, I will be done and dusted with that song. So hence, you know, when Juno as a digital shop charges so much, and you will go on, you will buy that record. There's a waiting period. And you cannot wait for that record to come. And once it comes, you take a photo, you put it on social media, you brag about it. It's tradition.
Yeah.
But now we're doing it differently because there's Facebook.
Yes.
Now everyone can see that, hey, Brino just bought somebody, something. Hey, he just bought a record of 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, people will be asking, Brino, where did you get this record? Hey, I want that record.
Yeah.
That's how vinyl is exclusive as any other piece of artwork.
Basically, playing on vinyl and collecting records makes one to appreciate music.
Exactly so.
Yeah.
Exactly so. And another thing, you know, a lot of guys who are pressing music on vinyl, a lot of producers, so to say, they appreciate when they see somebody bought that tangible stuff. You understand? Because, I mean, digital, it's something that is endless, so to say. Because that song is there. It's not like with vinyl, because vinyl is limited when you buy.
Okay.
Once they put 100 copies, when those 100 copies are sold out, it's done. It won't come back. So now they appreciate.
Okay, what would make the person who's pressing to press more if there's more order?
Because of, you know, the demand. Because once the song is on demand, let's take for instance Nicole the Summer Daze.
Yeah.
When it came out, that song blew.
Yeah.
And it had limited copies.
Yeah.
And that song was on demand.
Yeah.
There was a time where Fresh, he auctioned that record for $5,000.
Namang.
I'm telling you.
5 stina?
Yeah, at a club. To show you how demanding that record was.
How many tracks were on that record?
I think it was because the one, it had, I think 4 tracks if I'm not mistaken. But it was that song, The Summer Days, and a piece of a song there. I don't know what was it. Then the flip side of it, I think it was the remix, but I can't recall it.
So it was an EP.
Yeah, I mean, you get a record, there's only one song playing. The flip side, there's nothing. Sometimes you get four songs on a record, but there's that one exclusive song. you are looking for. Obviously, you'll buy the record because why? You don't have a choice. You want that. We want that song.
Okay. Now, is playing vinyl sustainable?
Yeah. If we still keep on getting music on record, it's sustainable. I mean, if let's say in South Africa, because we've got, a challenge of not having our own pressing plant.
Okay.
But if somebody comes and invests that pressing plant somewhere in the Pundus and create employment, that will be nice. And you will be sustaining now the music.
Okay, that's why.
Yeah.
The music will be preserved.
Will be preserved.
Okay,
you understand?
yes.
And now a lot of people, and another thing that, our own public is not taking note of is there are guys who are collecting, but in secret. They don't put themselves on social media.
Yeah.
They don't go on public and show people that they are collecting. They're just collecting in secret. There's guys who are over 40, over 50, who are still collecting to date.
Okay.
You understand? Our own white counterparts,
Yeah.
they are having markets. They are bringing their own children, their families.
Okay.
They collect records. Why? It's because of, it's music format.
Yeah.
It's music that is preserved. It's collection at the end of the day.
Okay.
It's not about, yes, it's music. Okay, fine. Let's download it, then we get it done and over with. Let's move on. No. It needs to be collected, to be preserved, to be showcased.
Okay.
It's like a piece of an artwork. When you are putting it there,
Yeah.
it's for you, it's for people to see that, oh, this lovely place has got this beautiful piece of artwork. So it's like that with vinyl.
Now, you mentioned one point that, yes, it can be sustained because you're preserving the music. Now, when it comes to the art of DJing, can we sustain it? Yes, the producers are going to be there, but because of the price of the vinyl, can this? I'm just making it clear. I'm not against vinyl.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I'm just trying to understand the logistics around it because it's expensive, and digital is cheaper. And it seems like people or DJs who can afford playing on records are those who are working. Hence I'm saying,
yes.
Can you sustain
the one
it?
who can afford. Hey.
Yes,
The only way we can sustain this beautiful format is, thank God we've got the likes of Vinyl Lifestyle.
Okay.
Who are doing, sessions now and then.
Yeah.
And they're giving advice, they're showing the young kids how to collect, you understand? And another thing, because the records are expensive.
Yeah.
One thing that we need to know, for us to relay a stick to the younger ones, it's all about, selling those records for, at a cheaper rate.
Okay.
At an affordable rate for them to collect. And obviously, once you get into the jinx now of collecting, that's when now you'll buy maybe one record, two records. I mean, my own statement is a vinyl record a day keeps the doctor away. So when you collect, that's how I started. I mean, I remember when I went to Glen Lewis on Metro FM, I think in 96, 97, because I could hear that guy, I could listen to that guy who was playing different songs every weekend. And obviously I would think, yes, this guy has got an overwhelming collection. So let me just go and try my luck. Maybe if later I can get, 5 records, 10 records. I went there, he said to me, he won't give me his own records. Why? Because each and every record has got that intimacy on him. So he won't. But one thing he gave me is an advice to say, if you go to, then it was House Africa, if you go to House Africa Records, just buy only one record. Put it in your crate. When you go the next time, buy another record. Once you've got 20 records, you can call yourself a DJ. You can hold now a 2-hour slot. You're a DJ. And you'll get paid. When you get that money, go to the shop. Start there. And eventually now, you will start now getting 2 records, 3 records. Sometimes if you are lucky, 5 records. That's how now you're growing your collection. Once now you've got a full crate, you are a DJ. So now, with the younger kids, because there's so many challenges with them, the economy is very bad. And obviously, the waiting period to buy a record from overseas, oh yeah, sometimes it can be a disadvantage. But now, with guys like Vinyl Lifestyle, who are having record shops, guys like Aluta Records, 011 Vinyl, who else? Yeah, but they are there to at least sell records. But now, at least let's try by all means to give these younger kids the cheaper records. Slowly but surely, they will now go into now buying their records on their own. When they start now to work, they will be able to afford those records. So it's simple as that. For us to prolong this format, though it's expensive, it's all about, guys, let's, motivate these guys. Let's create that one-on-one. I mean, I do get a lot of young kids who come in and say, hey, Brino, yes, Funuklan. And I will tell them, hey, you must be prepared to lose a lot of things. You must be prepared to go on a full year without buying shoes. Because, number one, a record, a minimum price for a record is about 250. Now, if now you're buying 2 records, what does it say? 500 rands. Without 500 rands, you could have done anything. Buying shoes, that expensive T-shirt, but now you need to compromise. I mean, I've gone through years, maybe without buying a single pair of shoes. Even if I have 2,000 rands right now, yeah, I will think of, no, let me just go on the record shop and check. Yeah, you understand? I mean, there was a time when I was starting to collect records. My mother gave me 2.5 to go and register at TSA. I went here in TSA, I think they were registering here in Carlton Center. Got there, there was a long queue, and I got bored. I had 2,500. Then I went straight to MTN taxi rank. Took a taxi, went to House Africa Records. I was the king of the palace when I got there. Because they knew me. I remember the late Iggy said to me, hey, why are you requesting so many records? But I didn't tell him that, hey, I've got, enough cash. Then I bought records. I think I had like 25 records. Yeah. When I came back, listened to them, I was happy. Now I had to account to my mother.
Yeah.
And she asked me, where is the proof that you have registered?
Sure.
And, I ran around, played hide and seek up until she cornered me. And she asked, where is the proof that you have registered? Because I haven't seen you carrying books. Instead, you will come late. You will go as early as, 6 o'clock. Why? Because of, I was running away. But I sat her down. I told her, I decided, no, I'm just going to pause a bit. I want to focus on this thing. I love it. Yeah. So that's how I convinced my mother. Even to date, I'm still convincing her. But now she's happy because of I'm now belonging to the working class. Yeah. I can afford doing 1, 2, 3. I can take care of my family by getting, those odd gigs. Understand? It's showing. It's a challenge still, but it's showing. Yeah. Understand? So with the younger kids, obviously, we need to teach them. This thing is a journey. You cannot wake up, then you have a bag full of records. No, it starts from here. Then you simply grow with it gradually up until you get there. It's a journey of 1,000 miles. But now it starts with a single step. Then you have to buy at least 1 record, then that record will give birth to another record. Then Mushito Solapil.
Now, what about turntables?
Hey.
Because now, yes, you will teach the young ones how to collect and buy records. But turntable, like for example, the latest
Yeah.
techniques, Joe.
Yeah, no, it costs.
I think it was plus 15,000 rand. So
Even with
I
the
have-
old ones, they're still expensive and they're
Oh,
hard to
yeah,
find.
bo.
Even if you get a second hand, it won't come cheaper. But you know, as much as I said, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. My first pair of Technics turntables, you won't believe was when? 2013. When I first bought my Technics turntables. Back then I was having, you know, those home use record players, just to listen.
Yeah.
But now in terms of teaching myself, obviously I would go to the late mentor of mine, Walter Wally,
Yeah.
in town. Obviously I would practice there. Obviously, what I would say or advise the younger generation, the upcoming ones, is try by all means to save. It's a challenge, I know. But
Yeah.
try by all means to save for at least those cheaper pairs.
Okay.
I mean, there's brands like Stentin, there's brands like Gemini, as long as it's direct turntable, direct drive, it's fine. Start there. Obviously, once you get a pair of those turntables, then now you can, you know, start practicing. Obviously, you will grow with this thing. You will be able now to afford a second-hand Technics that is good. Then from there, obviously, now you're a professional DJ. Because for me, I find Technics to be very much professional. It's user-friendly, something that is universal. So it communicates with you. But now, obviously, it starts with at least collecting, you know, those cheaper ones. Then eventually, you'll get to the most expensive one. I mean, even like you're saying, the new one. Hi, namangeke. Hey, no, I'm still okay with my 1979. No, I'm still okay. But as long as it drives me to where I want, I know I'm okay.